This is BBC News. I'm Rebecca Jones. The headlines at 5. The Armed Forces Minister warns the UK will not be able to fly British nationals out of Ukraine if Russia invades, and says Russia's in a position where it could attack at no notice.
This risks escalating in a way that is really quite terrifying. This is the largest concentration of troops on the European continent in 70 years.
The US President Joe Biden speaks to the Russian President Vladimir Putin as the Ukrainian president says warnings of a Russian attack are creating panic.
The best friend for enemies, that is panic in our country. And all this information that helps only for panic doesn't help us.
Boris Johnson receives a legal questionnaire from police investigating lockdown parties at Downing Street and Whitehall. In Paris, French police fire tear gas at demonstrators. It's after a convoy carrying protesters against coronavirus restrictions made it into the capital. Doctors say thousands more lives could be saved by paying attention to earlier symptoms of heart attacks. A new campaign to spot the signs is launched by NHS England. An emotional trip home for Chagos Islanders, exiled by Britain 50 years ago, their return highlighting the territorial dispute between Mauritius and the UK. Hello and welcome to BBC News. The Armed Forces Minister James Heappey says Britain's military will not be able to fly UK nationals out of Ukraine as it did in Afghanistan. The United States has warned a Russian invasion could come at any time. Moscow has repeatedly denied planning to invade. A number of countries, including the UK and the US, have called for their citizens to leave Ukraine immediately. The US has told its non-emergency staff at its embassy in Kiev to leave and reportedly withdrawn nearly all remaining soldiers. Russia has confirmed that it's reduced the number of staff at its embassy in Kiev as more diplomatic efforts are made to prevent war in Ukraine. This afternoon, the French President Emmanuel Macron and Russia's President Vladimir Putin have reiterated their desire to maintain dialogue. President Biden has been speaking to his Russian counterpart about the crisis as well. Paul Adams has this report.